Hi, my name is Bethany Connor, and I wanted to share with you about my OPUS. Have you ever struggled with never having enough time in the day? Or felt frustrated by saying yes to something when you really wanted to say no? Or perhaps you felt concerned about not knowing your true life purpose. What if you could have clarity on exactly how to use your time? What if you could say no with confidence so that you could say yes to things that mattered? What if you could truly know your divine purpose? The Deeper Path journey can help you to get there. I met Carrie Oberbrunner in February of 2013. He was an author, and I was in the process of writing my book at the time. He had a lot more experience than me, and I wanted to be able to work with him. He let me know that he had a coaching cohort coming up, a Deeper Path coaching cohort, and he encouraged me to join. I looked through it, and it seemed like things that I had done before. I knew what my life purpose was. I had done mission and vision, and I joined it, but I wasn't too keen on it. I was very skeptical, and truly the only reason I joined was so that I could have access to Carrie so that I could ask him stuff about my book. But I went through the process, through the Deeper Path process, and through that process, I discovered my OPUS. And what I discovered through my OPUS was my true life purpose. And I've gotten so much clarity on who I am and who I'm not, and what my life purpose is, and how to move forward with that on a daily basis, that I've decided to become a Deeper Path coach myself. Because this process has added so much value to me that I want to use this process to add value to other people. And so what you're seeing now is my OPUS, what I came up with in working the Deeper Path process, and the clarity I got around my life purpose, and then the step-by-step discoveries that I have of how to live out that purpose on a daily basis. So what is an OPUS? An OPUS is, O stands for overarching vision. It's your big dream. P stands for purpose, the defining statement of your work. U is unifying strategies. These are big buckets of productive actions to achieve your overarching vision. And then S is scorecard for significance. This is how you hit your target, baby steps to your big dreams that are measurable, that help you to live out your destiny on a daily basis. A master in the art of living draws no sharp distinction between his work and his play, his labor and his leisure, his mind and his body, his education and his recreation. He hardly knows which is which. He simply pursues his vision of excellence through whatever he is doing and leaves others to determine whether he is working or playing. To himself, he always appears to be doing both. L.P. Jacks. So my overarching vision starts with imagining a tribe of transformational leaders who are passionate, proactive, self-aware mentors who cultivate and multiply a culture of empowerment and win-win. These leaders focus on relationship building and influence to achieve desired ends that are in alignment with their core values. Character, integrity, and faith are the cornerstones from which they derive their purpose. Their passion is to continuously add value to others, and by doing so, continually grow and refine their leadership capabilities. Imagine a cause built around creating, nurturing, and multiplying transformational leaders through development, empowerment, and contribution. Imagine a safe and refreshing space that allows transformational leaders to marinate new ideas, grow themselves, and support one another. This space allows them to be refreshed and renewed so that they are able to give themselves away in the development and multiplication of the next generation of transformational leaders. Purpose. My life purpose is to awaken authentic leaders. Unifying strategies. My first unifying strategy is authentic connection. By developing and enhancing relationships through heartfelt, authentic connection, I am establishing a lasting influence in the lives of others. My second unifying strategy is global contribution. By offering time, services, and expert insight to local, national, and international causes, I am a change catalyst for creating a culture of empowerment and win-win. My third unifying strategy is faithful stewardship. By being a faithful steward of the resources that God has entrusted to me, I am able to walk in the blessing of abundance and bless others out of the overflow that God has given me. The next is enduring legacy. By coaching, teaching, mentoring, and equipping others through the transformation process, I am developing the next generation of authentic leaders, who in turn are multiplying future generations of authentic leaders. The next unifying strategy is holistic health. By role modeling health as a way of life, I am attracting other like-minded individuals who value nurturing their bodies, minds, and souls and living their best life in order to maximize the gifts that God has entrusted them. Scorecard for significance. Under authentic connection, I have 3 C's: communities, connecting, and coaching. Communities. Actively being a part of a limited number of communities of like-minded individuals that are in alignment with my OPUS and where members of my tribe reside. Connecting. Intentionally reaching out to friends and connections through thoughtful cards, get-togethers, calls, and messages. Coaching. Coaching, teaching, and mentoring a limited number of individuals who are ready to take themselves on in a big way in order to transform their thinking and their lives. Global contribution. Under this scorecard for significance section, I have 3 H's: heart, head, and hands. Heart, being my authentic self, and in doing so, creating the space to allow others to connect with their authenticity and discover the authentic leader within. Head, providing speaking engagements, workshops, and consulting opportunities that empower people and organizations to reevaluate their thinking and shift their paradigms to a mindset of abundance. Hands, volunteering my skills, talents, and abilities to be the hands of Jesus here on earth. Under faithful stewardship, I have money, time, and resources. Money, serving as a conduit of God's blessing here on earth. Time, stewarding the time given to me in a way that honors God and His purpose for me here on earth. And resources, maximizing the resources that God has given to me so as to impact the most number of lives in the most meaningful way. Maximizing resources to maximize impact. The next scorecard for significance section is holistic health. This has 3 sections: body, mind, and soul. Body, honoring my body through a balance of nutrition, activity, and rest. Mind, growing my mind through continuous personal development and surrounding myself with others who believe the same things but think different thoughts. Soul, cherishing my soul through an intimate relationship with my Maker. And finally, enduring legacy. This has 3 sections: influence, transformation, and multiplication. Influence: creating multiple streams of influence that spread the message of leadership through authenticity. Transformation: walking beside others through the process of questioning, unmasking, exploring, overcoming, and embodying their authenticity, and living out their unique God-given calling. And finally, multiplication: designing a community of authentic leaders who continuously develop the next generation of authentic leaders, thereby creating an enduring legacy. What is a six-pack? There are 6 components of a six-pack. The first is worldview, what I believe. The second is identity, who am I? The third, principles, what I value. The fourth, passion, what I love. The fifth, purpose, why I live and work. And the sixth, process, how will I do it? My worldview. I believe that God is the maker of all things, and that He desires an intimate relationship with each and every person that He created. I believe that God created each person with a unique purpose, and our goal while on earth is to live out that purpose, and by doing so, shine for His glory. I believe that each one of us is made in the image of God, yet is broken because we live in a broken world. I believe the only way to be made whole and to live a life of abundance is to have an intimate relationship with the King of the universe. I believe that God uses all things for good and holds each one of us in the palm of His hand. I believe that the Word of God is the truth, and it is our guidebook to live by here on earth. And finally, I believe that this world is not our home and that we are just on a journey passing through. Identity. I am who God says I am. I am a daughter of the King. I am made in the image of God, which means that I have all the characteristics of God inside of me. I am made with a purpose. I am cherished. I am loved. I am chosen. I am complete. Purpose. I live to awaken authentic leaders to the greatness of who they are in Him. I live to be the hands and feet of Jesus on the earth. I live to inspire possibility. I live to role model abundant living. I live to leave a legacy. Principles. I value connection. Connecting at a heart level with family, friends, and those who God brings into my path. I value faith. Living each day in belief and possibility, with an attitude of expectancy without expectations. I value integrity. Living in alignment with one's core values and being true to one's word. I value authenticity. Being one's true self and sharing one's gifts with the world. I value hope. Seeing the best in others and believing the best in all situations, knowing that God is sovereign and uses all things for good. I value the journey, living in the present moment, enjoying the process, and living in gratitude, knowing that each day is a gift. And I value vision. Without vision, people perish. Vision gives hope, possibility, and purpose to those looking for a why, so that they can find their way. Passion. I love experiencing life to the fullest, by being present in the moment and doing things that bring me joy. I love sharing the moment with those that I love. I love inspiring hope. I love impacting the lives of others. I love growing, learning, and discovering new things. I love encouraging others and awakening them to their greatness within. I love authentic connection. And finally, process. I integrate my OPUS into my life and calendar on a daily basis through my Playbook of Productive Action, also known as POP. This allows me to create specific, measurable action steps around my unifying strategies and move me forward in living out my destiny. So what's the next step for you? Are you ready to take the deeper path? Discover your OPUS and start living out your destiny. Contact me today and let's start the journey together. Go to www.bethanyconnor.com.